Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Urban Builder Guide. In today's EPANET tutorial, we will learn how to create a complete water distribution network in EPANET. In this video, you will learn how to add junctions, how to draw pipes, how to add a reservoir, how to add a storage tank, how to add a pump, why a pump curve is required, how to create a pump curve, how to assign the pump curve to the pump. Finally, we will run the simulation to check whether the network works correctly. So let's get started. Add junctions. First, open your EPANET project. From the left toolbar, select the Junction tool. Now click anywhere on the drawing area to create the first junction. Continue clicking to create additional junctions according to your network layout. Each junction represents a point where water is demanded or distributed. After creating the junctions, double-click any junction. Here you can enter Junction ID, elevation, base demand, demand pattern if available. For this example, I'll enter the elevation and demand values for each junction. Repeat this process for all junctions. Draw pipes, now select the pipe tool. Click on the first junction, then click on the second junction. EPANET automatically creates a pipe between them. Repeat this process until all junctions are connected. Now double-click any pipe. Here you can edit pipe length, diameter, roughness coefficient, minor loss, status, open or closed. Enter the required values according to your project. Add a reservoir. Now select the Reservoir tool. Place the reservoir at one side of the network. The reservoir represents the water source. Double-click the reservoir. Enter Reservoir ID hydraulic head. The hydraulic head represents the water level available at the source. Click OK. Add a storage tank. Next, select the Tank tool. Place the tank on the drawing. Now connect the tank to the network using a pipe. Double-click the tank. Enter Tank ID, bottom elevation, initial water level, minimum water level, maximum water level, tank diameter. These values define the storage capacity and operating range of the tank. Click OK. Add a pump. Now let's add a pump. Select the Pump tool. Click on the reservoir connection point, then click on the next junction. A pump is now placed between the reservoir and the pipeline. However, if you try to run the simulation now, EPANET will generate an error because the pump does not yet have a pump curve assigned. So before running the analysis, we must create a pump curve. Create a pump curve, go to the menu. Select Data Arrow Curves. The curve editor will open. Click Add to create a new curve. Enter Curve ID. Now change the curve type to Pump Next. Enter flow and head values. For example, flow equals 0 LPS to head equals 60 meters. Flow equals 20 LPS to head equals 55 meters. These values represent the pump performance curve supplied by the pump manufacturer. Click OK to save the curve. Assign the pump curve. Now double-click the pump. Locate the pump curve property. From the drop-down list, select the curve you just created. Click OK. Now the pump has all the information required to calculate the pumping head during simulation. Step 9. Run the simulation. Now click the Run Analysis button. If everything is entered correctly, EPANET will successfully complete the hydraulic analysis. You can now check pressure at junctions, pipe flow, velocity, head loss, tank water level, pump performance. Simply click on any object to view its simulation results. Common errors. If the simulation fails, check the following. Pump curve is assigned. Pipes are properly connected. No isolated junctions exist. Reservoir has a hydraulic head. Tank properties are complete. Pipe diameters and lengths are correct. Correct these issues and run the analysis again. Congratulations! You have now learned how to create a complete water distribution system in EPANET. Today we covered adding junctions, drawing pipes, adding a reservoir, adding a storage tank, creating a pump curve, assigning the pump curve. Running the hydraulic simulation. In the next EPANET tutorial, we'll learn how to analyze results, display pressure and flow maps, and interpret hydraulic outputs like a professional engineer. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Urban Builder Guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.